What's up, guys? That goes Pencil here, and we are back for another edition of Tier List Tuesdays, and we are here to talk about the My Hero Academia Boku no Hero Academia Pro Heroes. You see, we got the tiers, we got perfection, we got great, we got okay, we got meh, and we got who. I don't know why, like, the energy picks right back up for the most bottom of tiers, but I hate to tell you. Yeah. A lot of these heroes, a lot of them, they're going in who? Because who are you? I actually recognize this guy. I just forget his name. I know you're in Vigilante. I think I've seen like one chapter of you, but I don't remember who you are. So you're a who? I actually remember you. Who? Yeah, actually no. I think I remember him. I remember you, but like you're still a who. Yep, you're good. I remember you. You were in that one manga, but you just creep me out. So you're the worst pro hero. Like, I don't even like looking at you. I remember you. You were in something. I think you were in the first movie, but I didn't see the first movie, and I still haven't, and I probably won't. Now, let's see who else. I think you were in the overhaul arc, but I don't remember what you did. Your lunch rush. Let's see. Who else? You were in a filler episode, and I don't remember you. Let's see. Who else? You were a top 10 No, you're staying at the bottom because you're ugly. You were a top 10 hero, but you still just... I'll put you at the top of man, only because you look kind of cool. You're in Vigilante, I'm pretty sure. I think you died, too. Oh, you are a close contender for bottom. I kind of hate that you exist. You're also filler fodder. Let me see. Is that all? Who is this supposed to be? This is like 5 people. Yeah, I'm putting this in who? Mainly because I don't know who it is. And I think I've hit all the who's. Yeah, I think I've hit all the who's. Oh, never mind. You tried to pull a sneaky on me. I see you down there. Nope, you're still at the bottom, ugly. Let's see. And I believe I am good to go. Now, do I remember all these characters' names? Looking at it, no. But let's go over the mess first. Let's build up again. So, Crimson Riot, you're a man. Only because you're nothing more than background. Like, I don't know. The only thing I know is that you convince Kirishima to sacrifice himself at all times, which is cool. It leads to a good part of his character. However, I know nothing about you. So, there's that. That's it. Bubble Girl. Meh. I'm glad that you were a fan contest design and you won, and that's great. You got implemented in the story, but for all of 5 seconds, and then you just disappeared. But that's most pro heroes. That's most characters in My Hero Academia. So, not all too surprised. Nope. Let's see. Who else? Also you. You were also Centipeter. I believe that's his name. Centipeter. You were also in a nice juicy 5 seconds of the overhaul arc. I'm glad. I'm proud. I hope you enjoyed your screen time. You're never getting it again. So it's nice to see you up there in meh. Now let's see. Who else? Is this Crust? Not Crust. You know what? You're a meh. Because I know one of the pro heroes died. I don't remember you, so you're going down in who. So there you go. A sneak addition to who. On the down low. You weren't ready for that one, were you? Death Arms? No. Quad Arms. No. Fourth Kind. There we go. Fourth Kind. I only remember you because I feel like I've seen your scene where you punch Tetsu and Kirishima one too many times. As in, like, twice. But I, for some reason, remember your name from that. This is because you remind me of Four Arms from Ben 10. That's the only reason I remember you, bro. Let's see. Gunhead. I'm sorry, bro. You trained a useless character. Yeah. I'm still saying Uraraka is useless. And I will keep saying... No, I'm saying Uraraka is a detriment. Yes, you Uraraka fans. Come attack me in the comment section. I want to see you do it. Yeah, that's right. My opinions have changed on Deku. They sure haven't changed on Uraraka. And I'm waiting. But to move on, we're not going at Uraraka in this one. Power Loader, you're a meh. And no, meh isn't really, I think I'll put you at the top just because you were a fan submission, and as a My Hero fan myself, it'd be really cool if I got a fan submission. Manual, you were also meh, just murder fodder that didn't actually get murdered. Knuckle Duster, I'm actually gonna slide Knuckle Duster in okay. It's just I haven't read Vigilantes in forever, so I don't remember much of him, but I just remember liking his character a little bit. Vlad King, you're also, actually no, Vlad King's also going in okay, but I'll get to Vlad King in a sec. Lunch Rush, you're a meh, I just like your weird design, your elephant trunk, lunch suspension, looking head. Let's see, Ingenium, you kind of just got very, very little. Once again, you were character fodder. You're a lot like Crimson Riot, where you're just made for an actual relevant character. So I can't really give you much. So you're sliding in meh. Where else? Who else is going in meh? Did everyone else sneak a snipe? You're also going in meh. 5 seconds of screen time once again, and haven't seen you since. That was all the way back in the USJ arc. And also, you were first episode fodder. You kind of just showed up and disappeared, as a lot of characters do. I know I'm being really relaxed on this. It's just because, once again, just like with the pro heroes, there are a lot of characters that aren't really characters. Manual, once again, character fodder. Nothing there, nothing developed, nothing done. Let's see. Is that it? You're whatever. Some dog hero. I don't remember you. I feel bad that I'm putting so many characters in meh, but I think I mean, you see, I was gonna give Uobami more just because I remember her actual character from Oganamaki Zoo. I feel like I always pronounce that wrong. Is it Omagadoki? I always call it Oganamaki. I don't even know why I call it that. It's not like it had an anime that I could mispronounce it from. But I'm gonna put you at the top of meh just because you remind me of a better time with better characters in us. Do I say a better series? Do I like Oganamaki Zoo more than My Hero Academia? Huh. That's a video topic. That's a video topic for one day. I'm definitely gonna do that now that I think about it. I may just do that. Now, is everyone else lined up? Are all y'all good? Y'all ready to get put into okay and possibly higher? Actually, don't Kamui Woods. I'm putting Kamui Woods in meh. Now hold on, you Kamui Woods fans. I know there's some of you out there, all 3 of you. Don't get mad at me. I'm putting him here because he's done nothing of relevance. At least that I can remember. He restrained the League of Villains for 5 seconds, only for them to get away. In fact, for that exact same region, edge shot. Get your edge up in here. You're also going in meh. You were hyped up. You were a top hero. Both of you are. But neither of you are that relevant. Period. Like, there's nothing really to do with either of you. Same thing. Where is she? Actually, no. Mount Lady is actually going in okay. At the top of okay, no less. Because she did something that I actually distinctly remember. She was selfish for the longest run. Only want to be a hero for the hero biz. And then she ended up saving the kids from All for One in that entire fight when they were rescuing Bakugo. I think that's cool. And I like what she was doing against Gigantomachia. Even though it ended up being pointless, I can still give her one useful time, which is more than I can give for a lot of females in My Hero Academia. Ooh! Okay, I need to stop. Let's see. Oh. Pencil.exe is stopped work. Okay. Now. Ragdoll. No, you're not Ragdoll. You're Pixie Bob. Pixie Bob. See, there you go. There's the answer. There's the answer. I literally don't even remember their name. All of you. Character fodder. Bah. All 4 of these women? All 4 of them? Fodder. Worthless. They're all going in that. Like, literally, I remember their names now. Tiger, Mandalay, Ragdoll, Pixie Bob. I think Pixie Bob was wasted. I think her quirk is one of the coolest quirks. It's basically overhaul but nerfed because she can only manipulate the earth, but even still, that's broken. She can literally make living creatures. That's insane. Her location quirk was literally snatched. That was only to give Shigaraki an extra quirk he's probably going to use like once and then never use again. Worthless. Mandalay? What did Mandalay do? Can someone tell me? Other than being like Koda's aunt? Hello? Can anyone tell me? Because, I got nothing. And Tiger, you had like a semi-cool fight with Magne, and you were training Midoriya. And that's about it. Yeah, they're all meh. They have nothing. Even when they showed back up, still nothing. Koda was a better character than those four, combined. Yeah, I said it. And trust me, Koda's barely at the bottom of okay in terms of a character. I mean, Kurogiri kind of slapped you. Wow, a lot of heroes are going in meh. Kurogiri slapped you, and then Haraka slapped you. 13. I can't give you anything. Wow, why are so many of these characters just getting put down? I didn't think it would be this way, if I'm being honest with you. Like, y'all know, I think on my tier list a little bit before I actually sit down and record them, you know, just to try to maintain some sense of, like, logic and order in my mind, but, apparently I didn't think hard enough on this before, because now that I'm actually, like, coherently thinking about it as I record, a lot of heroes are kind of, whack. Even some of the, like, named ones that people would recognize. But I think I've cleared out the, fodder, the trash, the garbage. So let's put, Midnight at the top of okay. The reason I put her at the top of okay and not anywhere higher, she was useless in the most recent arc. She lost to Mineta, which is a good thing for Mineta because he beat a pro hero, but then what else has Midnight done? Oh, that's right. Nothing. So there's nothing to praise her for. I'm putting her in okay because she's caused other characters good character moments. She caused Momo a good character moment, though it was worthless because, you know, it's not like females could do anything of lasting impact in My Hero Academia, right? No, that's too much. That's way too much. And the previous thing before was good for Mineta. And while I'm personally okay with Mineta, I think he has problems, but I'm okay with him. I know a lot of people don't like that. So, Midnight, you don't really get many points. Another okay. Miss Joke. I like her dynamic with Aizawa. That's about it. I remember nothing else about her. But I like her design, and I like her quirk, and I like her dynamic with Aizawa. Bada bing, bada boom, Miss Joke was in the room, and let's move on to Nezu. Nezu. Do I make a divinity tier for Nezu? No, I'm just gonna leave Nezu there for now. And I'll explain them later. Ryukyu. Now, one day, I'm definitely just gonna sit down. I'm gonna snap on recording. I'm just gonna scream in the general direction of the internet to say how sad I am that Ryukyu, whose quirk literally makes her an entire dragon, is one of the most useless characters in the series. Like, literally, that just saddens me to, like, no conceivable end. Like, I'm actually crying in the club right now. To no realistic, believable degree. I'm actually hurt. Like, why would you do Ryukyu? She's a dragon, bro. Ryukyu is a disappointment. That's why she's in okay. I like her quirk. I like her design. She doesn't have a personality. She doesn't do anything. It saddens me so much. Man, Ryukyu makes me sad. That's why she's so low and okay. Because she's just wasted potential. And, the only reason Recovery Girl is going in okay and not higher is because I find the kissing thing weird. That's the only thing. I like her quirk's utility is nice, her design is okay, but I don't know, something about the way the lips are drawn, it always just bothers me. So that's why she's so low. She should, if she didn't have that one thing, she'd be in perfection up there with the real one Nezu, because she's one of the few characters in the series that talks some sense to the Midoriya, only for him not to listen, because why would he listen? It's Midoriya. Now let's take a gander. Am I finally Rocklock, you're also okay relearning your same arc that you learned in the overhaul arc? Like, come on, bro, don't be repeating arcs. Ugh. His design's whack, I'm not gonna lie. His little 2-second backstory didn't really matter in the end. He doesn't really matter in the end. He's just carrying Aizawa, and he doesn't do anything, but he's okay only because bottom of okay he goes. Let's see, Ectoplasm. Also, just okay. That's the thing. So many of these characters are just okay because they do so little. Like, when I was talking about the villains, at least a lot of the villains had, like, their own individual arcs. or pieces of arcs that I could center on and talk about, and they had at least slightly interesting characters, like in the case of Rappa. What's Ectoplasm's character? Oh wait, there isn't enough time for Ectoplasm to have a character. Or, there is, technically. You only need one panel to establish good character, but... Okay, that's a lie. I don't really know how much panel you need to establish a good character, but still... You could have done something more. Ectoplasm... Okay. I like his quirk. But at the same time, I don't like clones. Or at least me having clones. So I like his quirk on him, and him alone. A lot of people are going to be like, whoa, bro, you're wild, but I haven't read Vigilantes. If President Mike does something cool in Vigilantes, good for him. In the main series, he's done little. Like, he punched the doctor, and he screamed at Jiro. And that's as far as he goes, because there's just... He doesn't do anything. Like, he has his one friend, Kurogiri, but that's Aizawa's main thing. Like, President Mike hasn't done much in the main series, and thusly, he's just okay. There's nothing to discuss. There's nothing to discuss. And same with Best Genius. Best Genius goes at the top of okay, because, you know, you make a character suffer, and I give him brownie points. Yeah. To any writers out there, if you're listening and you're trying to make a story specifically that guy with the pencil would like, and you want him to praise, make your character suffer. Mentally. Specifically mentally. Mentally he's good. Because Midori has physically suffered. I still don't like him that much. I think he's okay now, but just don't like him that much. He's physically suffered a lot. But put your character through some hardships, and you'll get my praise. You'll definitely get my praise. But Best Genius, that's really it. No real character. Once again, that I can remember. No real personality. He showed up, got jobbed by All for One, and I think Cox killed him. There's that. And then that's it for Best Genius. Same thing with Cementos. He was tournament ground maker, and he's fighting against the ice guy, and that's about it. And he fought Kirishima and Sato. Bada bing, bada boom. He's still no notable character, still nothing interesting presented about him, still nothing. So Cementos is just okay. And... Hi. I'm spoiling the manga. I'm pretty sure I already did. I should have said spoiler warning at the beginning of the video, but you saw a list with all the pro heroes on it. You should have known I'm spoiling everything. Nana's death is what knocks him down to okay. I think he had an interesting quirk. I think his design was flat and boring, but it was a intriguing enough design. I feel like he had a perfect backstory for training Midoriya, but, you know, perfect backstory doesn't mean perfect character. It never has, and it likely never will. And he was kind of just a waste, as a lot of characters are. And his death was whack. So, he's okay. And let me see. Okay, let me actually put Nessa where he belongs. Top of okay. He hasn't done much, but I like his design and I like his backstory. He also abused Ashido and Kaminari, and it made me chuckle when I saw it in the manga. So, there's that. Now we're down to some actual characters. Let's put Gang Orca in great. Now, am I biased because I like Oga no Makizu? Yes. Does that matter? Yes, you saw where I put Uwabami. However, what I will give Gang is that he actually does have a character. He's stern and tough on the next generation because he wants to raise them right. And he's also willing enough to let them do their own thing. He's willing to fight against them with his full power like he did in the licensing exam, but he's also willing to take up the responsibility of training them so they can be useful in the future to everyone else. So when he and all the other pro heroes eventually fade out of relevance, he knows that he did his best to train up the future. And I like that a lot. I wish we had more of him. Yeah, he has one of the coolest power sets in the series. Killer Whale is really interesting, and he's a great example of society. He's one of the most villainous looking heroes. You want to know why? Because he's shaped like a killer whale, because everyone's racist in My Hero Academia. You think I'm joking, but like, I'm really not. But I like the world for that, so there's that, because it feels realistic. So yeah, Gang Orc is great. Now, let's see. I mean, Gran Torino's great too. There's just, once again, a really good candidate for teaching Midoriya something. He gave Midoriya the idea of blitzing around the room, but while that fighting style is interesting with Gran Torino, I don't find it as interesting with Midoriya. I don't know, mainly because he just uses it purely for mobility and less for attacking, but that's a different story for another day. And I don't know, Gran Torino, while he's like a coy old man who does things in certain ways and has a history with All Might, and he has all those great factors to him, it leaves him at great. There's nothing that really puts him in perfection for me. In fact, it may drop lower, considering, I think, if he's Shigaraki's grandfather, because he made, sounds weird, he made Shigaraki's dad with Nana, because he said, he says in a recent chapter, the decision we made wasn't the best. I'm just like, ew. Y'all had a kid, and then just put him up for adoption? That's crazy. But if that's not the case, then he's just mean for sending off a child instead of giving it a chance. Like, really? Kind of rude, man. But I'm leaving him in great for now. Didn't do much. Doesn't have much of an impact on me. Maruko, I wish I could put you higher, but here's the thing. Once again, Maruko losing her arm and, like, permanently damaging her leg. Super metal. I love it. Permanent consequences. However, it was all worthless in the end because Shigaraki still got up. Like, I'm pretty sure no one believed the fake out. That's the thing. I think everyone who's read My Hero Academia knows Horikoshi just simply wouldn't have the gall to do such a thing. So we all knew Maruko did it for nothing. Just like every other female hero does everything for nothing in the... Except for Mount Lady. Mount Lady does good. She saved Bakugo. That's it. Every female hero does nothing, so we knew it was all worthless in the end. I can give Maruko that. She has a fiery personality, one of the most distinctive as early as her first appearance. Fantastic design, fantastic fighting style. All that's really, really good. It's just that she's worthless in the eyes of the plot. She was just filler for Shigaraki, which is sad, but true, and there's nothing that I can do. So we're going to leave Maruko in great. Now, in terms of these 5, I'm gonna slide. My favorite character in the series, yeah, I said it. The best character in the series, yeah, I said it. Endeavor up to number 1. And then I'm gonna slide All Might up to number 2. And then I'm gonna slide Aizawa up to number 3, and then I'm gonna slide Hawks up to number 4, and then I'm gonna slide Fat Gum up to number 5. So let's go in order. Fat Gum, really nice guy, really distinct personality, was extremely important in defeating part of the 8 precepts, had one of the coolest power reveals ever. The fat absorption leading into Slim Gum is still one of the best reveals in My Hero Academia in terms of power, mainly because it didn't break any rules. It was cool, it was epic, and it served its purpose. Sure, was it devalued by Night Eye instantly slapping a Rappa clone? Yes. Kind of makes the entire encounter pointless, or makes Fat Gum look really, really weak, but hey, I don't really care. Fat Gum had more of a character impact on me than Night Eye, so I like Fat Gum a whole lot more. He seeks into perfection, really neat design, both of his forms, like his quirk, like how he interacts with Kirishima, and how he grew. He started off doubting Kirishima, growing to trust him, and being happy for him that they managed to win that fight in the end. I really, really like that. That's good. That's great. I enjoy it. Fat Gum sneaks just into the bottom of perfection. Hawks is a conflicted character. He got toasted alive. He's what he loves so much, some roasted chicken, and that's about it. Nah, I'm kidding. I think Hawks is really, really good, only if for the fact that he's so manipulative, and I love manipulative characters, especially manipulative characters that suffer with the fact that they have to be manipulative. Like the fact that Hawks tries to save twice just shows that despite all the regimented training he went through to be like a proper perfect hero by whatever organization he was contracted by, the fact that he still was willing to spare twice just because twice was actually like a kind of decent human being under all the insanity, it shows that Hawks was a decent human being under all his training, but it also led to his suffering. And I think that's good. I feel like that's good character cost right there. Hawks kills twice, a big threat to the entire world, and then he gets roasted alive. I think that's great. I also think his factor in the fight with the Endeavor versus Nomu, fantastic. He has one of the more interesting power sets that I've seen. Mighty Wings is really, really cool. I like it a lot. All around, Hawks is really, really just perfection because he hits every single thing I want. He suffers mentally as a character. He's suffering currently physically as a character. He affects other characters in the world, such as Tokuyami, Dabi, Twice. He does all that really, really good. Really striking design, really cool power. All around, Hawks is just straight up perfection. And it's honestly kind of wild that I don't slide him higher, but I'm going to explain why. So Aizawa being number 3 favorite pro hero, and honestly easily top 5, maybe top 10 favorite characters in the entire series. Easy Aizawa, mainly because he suffers physically with the fact that, he had that scar and he was beaten up. He suffers mentally because he's in this constant mental crisis of whether or not he can protect all that he cares for, including his students, now including Eri, and now including his students once again, considering now he's quirkless. Made the guy who takes away other people's quirks quirkless. Very, very interesting twist. I'm proud of you, Horikoshi. That was well done. And I like Aizawa for that. His quirk is really, really interesting. It literally makes Aizawa with a gun the most Aizawa with maybe not a shotgun. Aizawa with a tank is the most powerful character in the entire My Hero Academia, because I don't care if you can bust mountains, you're going to need a quirk to do that. I'll get shot in the face. So I like that. Only thing I really can decry about Aizawa is his design is rather simple and messy, but that's on purpose. It matches his character very, very well. And I just feel like Night-Eye is sort of underutilized. Not Night-Eye, Aizawa is sort of underutilized for what his ability is and how ludicrously, amazingly busted it should be in use. Like, the fact that Aizawa doesn't just solve all the fact that Aizawa didn't just look at All for One instantly drops Aizawa down for me, because if Aizawa literally would just look at All for One, he'd be quirkless, and that would be it. Really, really sad, really, really annoying, but hey, that's the thing. Horikoshi has a bad habit of introducing really potent powers and then not knowing what to do with them when it finally comes down to incorporating them into a story. And I think he made that mistake with Aizawa, and I think he's finally cleaning it up by making Aizawa quirkless. But Eri's probably going to restore that eventually. So I really don't have much hope. But other than that, Aizawa really, really perfect. Straight up, all around. Only thing I don't like is his design and the fact that, and something that doesn't even pertain to his character, the fact that he's underutilized. But that's more Horikoshi's thing rather than Aizawa, so I can let that slide. All Might, number 2, obvious reasons. Great physical suffering, has that massive hole in his stomach. Man, that thing looked brutal. And on top of that, easy mental suffering. He has to deal with the loss of his teacher. He has to deal with the fact that he isn't strong enough anymore, the fact that he needs to move on, the fact that he has no idea how to teach anybody, and the fact that the entire world still looks to him as a symbol of peace even after all that he's done, and the fact that he had such an impact on the world, that he made the world so soft. I love the interactions he has with the society as a whole, as he was one of the main pillars holding it up, if not the main pillar, that ended up getting knocked down with the progression of time, and it was all going to happen eventually, but it was the worst time that it could happen, because now the next One for All user is still in such a weak state that they couldn't really fight All for One if All for One came back, which he kind of is doing, but he also kind of isn't through Shigaraki. All around, I think All Might is just perfection. Great design, great character, great mental anguish, great physical anguish, all around perfection. So why is he number 2? Because Endeavor, ooh, that nice, juicy character arc. Yo, that character arc has some heft to it. You feel that? You feel that? That's the heft of Endeavor's character arc. Man went from an abusive father to a man who regretted his actions, to a man, he went from a man who was obsessed with being nothing but number 1, and only for that number 1 to get passed upon him unofficially. It wasn't in the way he wanted, and he broke for that. and only for that breaking to be broken by a higher power in the no mood, and realizing that not only did it not matter that he got the title #1 unofficially, but that he had to be his own symbol of peace on top of knowing that he was allowed to fight with others. He didn't have to take the entire world on by himself. All around, Endeavor's character arc is meaty. His quirk is fire. Quite literally. Haha, pun intended. His design is great all around. Endeavor is just sheer, straight up perfection. 12 out of 10 would burn again. And I think that's it. Like, there isn't as much crazy stuff to discuss because a lot of their arcs is very much straightforward, and a lot of them are sort of concluded. Like, I'm not necessarily sure where the remaining characters can truly go, especially since a lot of them are either in dire physical condition in terms of Maruko and Hawks, and or they're just not being used as much anymore in the case of Fat Gum. They're quirkless now in the case of Aizawa, quirkless now in the case of All Might, and on the verge of death in the case of Endeavor, or at least in a state where he can't be used that much. I don't know what the situation is going to be, but I'm extremely interested. Go ahead, Horikoshi. Please surprise me. Please give me time skip. And that is all I have for y'all today. Now, please, my people, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Please, always helps your boy out. I always say at the end of every video, because the more support we get, the more effort I can put into this, the more support I have, the more I can do, and the more I can do is the better for you. So we could all benefit if you just like, share, comment, and subscribe. But enough of that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. This is that guy with the pencil, writing off.